So let me tell you how most of the cold calls happen. So usually I get a cold call or you get a cold call and people say, "Hello sir, are you looking for a credit card?" Or "Hello sir, I'm calling from XYZ. Are you looking for life insurance?" And it does not work. You know how irritated we are. They don't get what they want. You never say yes. The issue over there is that that's why we don't do cold calling. Most of the clients that come to me have never done cold calling. I'm like, why? Because we imagine ourselves over there, right? But there's a better way, and this is the better way is, see, what's happening in this situation is when the other person is coming and calling you, he is asking, sir, can you give me the opportunity to sell to you, or can you give me a yes so that I can sell to you? So he's asking from us. He's not giving us anything in return. But let me tell you how you can sell a credit card. By the way, the script I'm going to give you here is for B2B enterprise selling or small to medium business selling for software, SaaS products, whatever, right? But let's say if I was a credit card seller, this is how I would have called. So I would have called, hello, am I talking to Akshat? He's like, yes. Sir, I'm calling from SBI. Sir, I see you run a company. I want to help you save some money. Can you answer me just two questions? He's like, yeah, tell me. I'm like, how much are you spending on international transactions? I'm like, the other person, I don't know, 3 lakh rupees. Sir, if you're spending 3 lakh rupees, 2% of that goes to Forex. So you're already spending 6,000 rupees uh, on Forex transactions. And sir, what is your uh, annual fees of the credit card? I will be like, I don't know, 5,000 plus GST, so around 6,000. You're like, yes, sir. So you're spending 12,000 rupees per year. Sir, what I'm going to give you is I'm going to save all that money for you. There will be no Forex transactions and no annual fees, right? I'm like, okay, but what about the points? Like, I get points. So now you see what's happening. The person is helping me, and now I know that the person is also interested in points. So now I have data point on that customer, and now I can sell better. Rather than, sir, do you want a credit card? Nobody wants a credit card. Nobody wants another health insurance. Nobody, right? The exact same thing we're going to do if you're trying to cold call for especially international businesses. Because the reason over there is, if let's say you're calling to US, what's going to happen is you're going to do 100 calls, 95 are not going to pick up, or they're going to go to voicemail or switchboard. You're going to talk to 5 people. Now what you do with those 5 people matters, right? So I'm going to give you, and keep the focus on the screen, because what's happening over here is everything in bold is actually the script that you have to say, and everything in italics is, well, my comments. See, first thing you want to say is hi, the other person's name, because you want to tell it's not 100% cold call. I know you. So this is what it says. Hi, for example, hi Akshat. This is, I don't know. This is Reena calling from BizAmps. How have you been? So what's happening over here is the person is like, I don't know who is Reena. I don't know who is BizAmps. So his focus will be asking us question, who are you? Rather than we ask them the question, how have you been? He's like, I'm good. Yeah, that's fine. The next thing you want to say is you want to actually now jump to the context. So what you want to say is, sir, I'm calling you because, and in a cold call, you can say, I'm calling you because I see you work with computer vision companies. I see you work with in banking. I see you work in XYZ. So now it's the person he knows my name, he know where I work, so he has some context. It's not 100% cold call, right? Next thing you want to know is you want to get permission from them to ask to pitch them the idea, but it's not to pitch your solution, but you want to pitch them the kind of problems your solution can sell, and you want to become an expert. Wait, let me unpack it for you, and this is the core part. See, what you want to say is, sir, I will just take 2 minutes of your and tell you what we are observing in your industry, and if it sounds beneficial, we can have a conversation, right? Or I will never call you back again, right? Does that work for you? Now the person is like, okay, he might give me some information, and I have 2 minutes. What the hell? Let me listen to it. Now what you can do is, see, what happened in that credit card thing where I was doing was, the person was helping me, and the person who helps you is kind of the person who is standing above. He's trying to pull you up, right? He's trying to pull you up, but the person who is below, he's trying to snatch you, like he's just asking stuff from you, snatching. So right now over here, what we want to do is we want to give to the person some information, some insights that he actually might be able to help, or he gets a data point in his world which is valuable, right? So because of that, we're going to share an insight. So so if you want to know what's the core idea is we give insight before asking if they're interested. That's the core thing. That's the whole thing. And now it's just the script. See, what usually happens is we say, sir, you want to show them, that you know about their industry, about their problem, about the solution. Because if you know their industry and problem, it shows that you're an expert. And now when you give them a solution, you give them a data point, a insight on how they can solve a problem. They can choose to buy or not buy, that's fine, but you are now an expert and you are at the same playing field and you can talk more. You will see, observe, give it a shot, right? So a template could be said in last few years we have talked to the target market. So let's say in my case CEOs, I have talked to CEOs of many B2B companies in SaaS industry, and one of the things they always seem to be worried about is lead generation or demand generation. And then I can go into the script. So as you see, I have two samples below. And in the script, then I have to talk about two things: the problem and the impact of the problem. So it's usually in my case, it's saying like, say, so most of the problem with them is they're usually winging it. And they think they're doing everything. They're doing email, they're doing LinkedIn, they're doing calling, they're doing ads. But the whole issue is they don't know how it's actually done. What ends up happening, they don't know if their emails are actually going into inbox or spam folder. If their LinkedIn messages, what's the reply rate? What's the industry reply rate? They don't have that know-how. They don't know which templates work. They don't know what cheap and effective technologies exist that will double their reach. They don't know the messaging tricks of today. So because they don't know all of this stuff, what ends up happening is the companies are not able to take advantage of the technology that is aware, the talent that is very affordable, especially being in India. And they still struggle after having such good logistics of having cheap labor here in India. But because they don't have the know-how to mobilize that layer and equip that labor to actually take on the Silicon Valley companies, they start to fail and they think email does not work or LinkedIn does not work. And sure, I know this is a claim. You think, okay, I'm just claiming. I don't know if you can, if the guy is real. So what I'm going to do is after this call, I'm going to send you a video that showcase our process, and I bet you if you see that video, you will get 3 insights. If you don't get 3 insights, we'll give you 2 services for free. So okay, so now multiple things have happened over here. But the key thing is, once the person says, yes, I'm willing to listen, I'm willing to give you 2 minutes, I've told them what their problem is. And if the problem, it resonates with them, they're like, okay, this person knows my industry. I have given what opportunity there is, what impact it creates in companies like that. And this is the script that you can go through it. And now how do you close? And by the way, this all thing you can give to a person who is not trained in your product, right? And what you can say to them is, let's say the other person starts asking me a question, like the other person starts asking me, okay, which technology do you use in email? Do you use sales enablement or do you use email marketing software? And now my caller is not going to know that. That's fine. The caller can now say, sir, okay, sir, I don't know that, but what I can do is I can set up a meeting of you with our founder Akshit Kharbanda, and you can decline the meeting after seeing the video. That's completely fine, but he will be able to answer all your questions, and 100% will be able to add value to it. Sir, what's your email, right, where I can send the calendar invite? You're like, let's wait on it. So that's fine. Still, give me your email. I'll send you some, I'll send you a potential invite. You can move it around. He's like, okay, take my time. It's like 2 p.m. EST. You're like, fine, sir. Just hold on for a second. Sir, I'm sending you an invite right now. I've sent you the invite. Can you check? Okay, sir, can you please accept it? Fine, sir. That's awesome. Now, sir, to make what you have accepted the invite, I have also sent you a video. If you see the video, the call that you're going to have with Akshay is going to be more productive. So it's best if you see the video. It's just going to take you, I don't know, 15 minutes of your time. Thank you, sir. That's it. Now, again, maybe rewatch this video, but that's pretty much it. This is the anatomy of the cold calling script, and it does not matter. If you're a writer, you can listen to it and write the script. If you're a caller, you understand, there are multiple things you can pick up other than what's written over here. And yeah, that's it. All the best. But understand, don't become someone who's asking stuff. So are you interested in digital marketing services? No one's interested in digital marketing services, IT services, your AI product. No one is interested. But if you can tell them, sir, we have seen that this is the problem that exists, and then they say, in their mind, what's going to happen in their mind, say, okay, this person, the problem he's saying actually exists with me. And then you break down the problem, or you give them more insights. The reason there is this problem because of XYZ reason. And the other person is like, yeah, that makes sense. That's probably why the problem is. Okay, so then this is one of the solution. He's like, okay, fair enough. And maybe he'll buy it, but at least you are giving him some new insights. You are breaking down the problem for him. You're making him think. All those things matter rather than just a 10-second quick and dirty, hello sir, do you want a credit card?